Welcome. Right, Bob. Say DUKWE.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
Welcome to the Entrepreneurial Student podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, leadership, for the visit, the invite, and I'm glad to visit. I like it here.
You like it here?
Yeah.
You feel at home?
This is where all businesses start.
Yo,
somewhere.
bro. Bootstrapping.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, man. I'm sure you are aware of what happens here. This is a simple platform. It is a platform to educate the future and also educate yourself, because sometimes it is very important to know the junior self.
Yes.
As you grow old, because you tend to forget yourself.
True.
Nokubona imoto mayihamba, it collects dust. Then occasionally kumele uyihambise ecar wash. Be clean and show that color and that beauty.
Yeah.
Egqibekayo as you travel and get to do izinto. So we kindly welcome you like Aya.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So iqala kalula lento mfethu. Simple words, a penny for your thoughts. This is a phrase another lady likes using. My funny wisdom. Uthi nje mbatha. Here's an artificial penny. Please give me a random thought. Out of the blue. So now I'm giving you that artificial penny and asking for the thought.
Yeah. So for me, one of the wisdom nuggets that has always helped me even in entrepreneurship and just being a person, that there's no treasure without the pressure.
There is no treasure without the pressure.
Yeah. So if we never squeeze the orange, we would never had orange juice.
There won't be the juice.
You understand? If you don't burn the stone in the fire, we'll not find the gold. Yeah. So there has to be some pressure to receive jewels, to receive gems. And so all the people that we believe are treasurable in the world, all the people that we think are gems, like Elon Musk, they had to go through some pressure. I don't know how many times he failed. Don't know how many times he blew the money he invested in SpaceX and all the other businesses. People who survived in business through apartheid. Pressure.
And Tina, we always interpret as sellouts, wara. They made deals with white people and all of that. The wokeness creeping in our head and not valuing the pressure they had to endure.
It was pressure. You understand? So like even our African billionaires, like Dangote in Nigeria, they've had to go through pressure to get where they are today. So for me, that's the one thing that is an overarch over my head. There is no treasure without the pressure.
No, man.
So we need to feel it. We need to go through it. There's no way to evade it.
Yeah,
it's part of the process.
Yeah.
No,
man. That's better. Lamagama, you threw them ngingalindele, but they remind me of umpago.
Yes.
I used to say the dough has to go through the heat, the stove, for it to come out on the other side as this fresh muffin.
Yeah.
It has to endure.
Exactly.
Shit. No,
exactly.
Those are really powerful.
So we only look good, we only smell good, or we only project good when we go through the fire.
We have to go through the fire.
Exactly.
Bafunyak, appreciate for those words.
No.
Moving right along, Fetu. Please give us a simple intro of who Mr. DUKWE. Yeah.
No, thank you so much, sir. So SAKHUMZI, I can say, is a normal boy from a normal, location.
Yeah.
But I was born in Queenstown, but I was raised here in PE.
Queenstown.
Yeah, come on.
You know Lukhanju FM?
Yes, Lukhanju.
I once had an interview there, and I've never been there.
Really? Or it was online?
Yeah, it was online.
That's amazing, man. Lukhanju was the name of the region, so they name, like, let's say Labo P is Nesman Lape, so Lukhanju municipality. It's a municipality, Lukhanju actually. So that's why the radio station is named Lukhanju FM.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah, it's a municipality, like Nesman Lape municipality.
All right.
So you were big there.
I don't know, but I'm like, okay, Queenstown. I'm aware there's a place called Queenstown, but I've never set foot that side.
They actually have a viewership or people that listen to the show, because there's neighboring villages that shop or people go to.
It's a local radio.
Exactly.
Basically. It has the hearts of the people.
Exactly. So it would be like your Mkhaboenen or PFM. So man, I got here when I was 10.
10 years.
10 years like in PE. I grew up here, so primary, high school, you understand, until I reached the university. But
what brings you here 10 years?
It's change of work for my mom and dad. You understand? So
parents.
My mom moved, my dad moved here first, and then so as the kids, I think I finished grade 2, and then we moved here. You understand? So that was what happened actually, and I think I'm actually grateful that it did, because I think PE, I think the more exposure you have, the better your thought processing, the better your dreams.
Yeah.
Like Einstein would say that the best way to grow is to imagine. You understand? Imagination.
Yeah, and it becomes a powerful tool if you can also travel.
Exactly.
When ukusuka kwakhe Queenstown, yes, you had this imaginary city life, but now getting closer to the actual city life, the dream gets bigger. Basically.
Exactly. And I think growing up as a boy, even in my community, like, and then at school we'll travel, go to Chakakam, we'll go to the... And for me, going to the beach was a big thing. Because I only went once in December.
I understand that lifestyle, you actually organize to get to the beach.
Exactly.
Learn the Genesis chapter for granted.
Now that I'm here, I'm like, I can work there now, you understand? But like also like is what I'm telling you about the growth or the growth of your brain and your sense of imagination.
Yeah.
But like just to fast forward, when I got to university, the first day I got there was like, in fact, I must appreciate Nasimandla University, the way they structured the institution. For let's say for a child coming from Bizan in rural areas, you get to PE. By the virtue of the area you stay in, you're inspired. Because you're like, I'm this type of person. Yeah. If them did it, why me not did it? So if these guys are staying in this mansion,
here is the blueprint.
Yeah, if this guy is driving whatever the skin color, why can't I do it? Yeah. That's the question I constantly had to ask myself as a kid. Like, why can't I do it? So for me, it was not I never thought of the things that I know now, like red tape, privilege, you know.
You were naively dreaming.
Exactly.
Which is
like,
the most important.
This one is a human. Yeah. I'm a human. Why can't I do it?
Bro, as if that's another element of designing a dream, which people undermine. People bring limitations into a dream. Yeah. Why bring limitations in a platform where there are no limitations? True. Everything is imaginary. We as Candela.
Yeah.
In the dream phase, just dream.
Exactly.
Yabo. As you roll it out in your bush, as you grow old, you get to know about red tape and none.
Yeah.
Because that's when the reality meets the dream.
I like that. When the reality meets the dream. So SAKHUMZI is made up of that person. Hence, me now nganthatha anyway. Ngenza rural area. Ngizofika ngibe ngumuntu pha. Ngaphakami. Selokishini, ngisemasababsini, you know. Because some people when they look at me, they assume I just like soft life or I just, you know. But it is the aspiration to inspire. You understand? I aspire to inspire.
And you want to take yourself to the next level.
Exactly. Because when I go back to my community, people are inspired. It's like, how did you get this? How did you do this? Like we see you, like people will see me post on Facebook. It's not showing off. I know where I come from. I'm coming from a poor background, and coming from struggle.
There's a very same person like you back at home.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No, so that's like, if you can do it, why can't I do it? That was that. You see, if I go back to my community now, the average boy dreams of working at VW because there's VW just down there in your
town. Born at this big VW.
Yes. That's why I want to work at Coca-Cola. And then the next thing, security, cashier. They can't see beyond because the environment they are living in limits them to what they see. You see, now when they see someone like me coming, because I constantly go back there, maybe every other 2 weeks, and I don't go there to brag or something. I go in and try to understand them. I live with them
and sharpen the mind.
Exactly. And now they, like I said, now I also want to apply. I want to be in the university, and I'm not jealous with opportunity. Like I can't take away your blessings. I believe in that.
And now you can only do as much.
Exactly. So if I have an ability to offer someone an opportunity, by all means, I believe in that African concept of sharing. So basically, that's the summary of who I am.
No, bro, like it makes sense with how you you became a visionary or a dreamer or a go-getter, basically.
Yes.
And I like the part Yoguti, you've observed the logish, bro.
Yeah, thoroughly.
I tried building a NPO.
Yes.
And part of our pillars, it is vision capacitation. The very same point where you show ukuthi elokishini ingane is inspiration ama entry level jobs.
Yes.
Ngapha in the mainstream. Uthi no man, let's take out the kids with the bus. Let's take them to a VW.
Yes.
Bezobona ukuthi uta ace ngoba poppy bottles. Weekend. He's actually a general worker.
Exactly.
We are channel apa, but there is more.
There's an engineer.
There's an engineer. There's a manager. There's a
there
foreman.
is someone who supplies some parts. You can be an entrepreneur, a subsidiary of it, and supply parts.
It's just that exposure. You burst the open. Because already the influence is there, but it just needs direction.
Exactly.
Yo, bro, like that's a very powerful point. That's a very
and also
point.
remember also the pop culture, music, TV. Yeah, well. So you see a rapper there smoking weed. So the boy assumes if I smoke weed I'll be successful.
Automatic.
There's no direct connection. The guy struggled, he smokes weed, no problem with his weed. But there is no correlation between smoking weed and being successful.
I don't tell you,
he's selling music. That guy's an artist.
How much of the boring stuff he does?
You see? He writes lyrics. He goes to studio, he records a song for let's say 40 hours, but it only plays for 4 minutes.
Bro.
You see the hard work behind that video. Yeah. So I think there's a huge disconnect.
The pressure.
Exactly. People don't expose the pressure, so you only see the treasure. Then you see someone in the limelight, but you don't know what they had to get through to get there. You know.
Yeah.
So I recently watched the year documentary. Like it took him about 13 years to be recognized as a rapper. He just used to make beats, and people said he can't rap, and he said I will and I can, and he did. But it took 13 years, bruv.
And that's why this guy is continuously saying, if I wanted to be a basketball player,
I could be.
What I knew for sure is that I'm going to be first an amateur, then a pro.
Yeah.
Understanding about the guilty pro. This is the dream you have, but there's a starting point for this dream.
Exactly.
Then snook.
Yeah.
Powerful point, bruv. Mhlambe ngizokuthatha mfethu ngikufake kakhulu mhlambe evarsity. Because the real aim for this is to wrap up.
Yes.
Close a chapter. Sometimes you really miss the transition.
Exactly.
How did you leave high school? What did you leave your high school with? There wasn't even a big speech that you did there. Uguti, hey yo, here is a book. Take this book and this is my user manual for this space. I'm leaving this place. So this platform seeks to serve that. We take say, I've toiled this place and this is what I'm imparting. The main thing might be failures. What major failures did you face in that environment and how did you overcome?
Yeah. So the biggest thing for me, like in varsity, was, remember, I'm coming in as a student who knows what he wants to do.
Yeah.
That because I think one of the privileges I had in grade 12 was a career test.
Career test?
Yeah, online. Then that's what I like this, I want to do this. But it summed up everything. What I mean, I love people and I love business. So any careers related to people and business. Because I was doing physics and maths and all that. And my teachers and my family wanted me to be an engineer or a doctor. But I knew I would be bored.
That's them standardizing you.
Exactly. But me, I knew I need to work with people and man. So then it was a thing of, do I do a BCom or do I do humanities or business?
Yeah.
So I took a long route of starting with psychology because my biggest thing is I love helping people. But now what happens when you want to help someone but they don't want the help but you know they need it? That was the thing I had as a grade 12 student. I want to understand. I want to help people but they don't want the help. Why?
They are not ready for the help.
So then I was like, well, let me study human behavior. Before I go save people in business, let me understand the Umuntu first. What is this thing in Umuntu? So psychology did help me a bit with that.
So you're already having these directive thoughts
in grade 12.
Grade 12.
But I mean, I knew this route. The route I took, I knew.
That's
you
powerful.
understand? Because I knew that I'm gonna do business.
Yeah.
But I also did like a research, and I found that like the best entrepreneurs in the world at the time, I think 2012, was the Google entrepreneurs. Those guys.
Because it was at the boom phase.
Yeah, and also their work concept. Because at work they have a kindergarten, at work they have a gym, at work. So in the 8 hours or 9 hours you work a day, you choose when to work. You can
Flexibility.
work exactly. But all they want. So those guys thought about work from home before COVID.
They actually, not even thought, they did it.
They did, you see? So, but the basis of their way of doing work was Umuntu is not a machine. The employee is not a machine, but is an asset to the business. So that resided from the background in psychology. They both studied psychology, Lamajit. So they ran the business not from a profit basis, but a people-centered business.
Then automatically translate to profit.
Exactly. This is one of the quotes I came with. You will not always have money, but you'll always have people. Sure. But if you have people, you'll have money. So most entrepreneurs are going for money.
Note.
Are going for money. You understand?
Other way around.
But if you value people, people will bring you value. Yeah, bro. So for me, the idea was I want to study people and understand them better. Then I'll serve them better.
Master the core.
Exactly. Sure. So in going to what you said about failures, you understand? One of the things I failed at was balance. Because remember, I was a great academic in school, top achiever, come to university, and I'm not wired to be a nerd. I'm a very spontaneous individual. Not that I can't focus, but I'm not a nerd. But
you are good.
I'm good in my books.
Tapping into this environment, it requires you now to close the door.
Exactly. So now remember, in university, you are wearing, in high school, you are wearing a uniform. You go to class.
Yeah.
There is no opportunity to do an entrepreneurship.
Nah.
You can't sell in school unless you want to sell class. You can't just do it. At certain times you must be in class. Now you enter university. Your freedom. You can attend a lecture or not attend
it's
a lecture.
Up to
you can wake up or not wake up.
100%.
I must be honest with you. I utilize my freedom. Maybe I would not attend some lectures. You understand? Because I was hustling. I started hustling in first year, selling textbooks.
And it's not that you were naughty.
Yeah, the circumstances.
It is the burning desire.
Yeah.
You realize or practicalize what you had inside.
In Kaya also, because I can't be asking my mom for money. You understand? NSFAS is not yet paid up. NSFAS actually paid in April or May that year. So I was forced to hustle.
Your uncle period you had to make means.
Yeah. At the same time, you want to do well in school.
Yeah.
You want to be an entrepreneur, but at the time you don't know that you are just hustling. You're just trying to make money. You understand? And also at the same time, there's opportunities in which you get the sport.
Everything is happening.
Drugs, there's those things. But luckily for me, I've always been like a focused giant.
Yeah.
I guess for people that know me from back in varsity, I would always rock a suit or just wear formal. And that for me somehow helped me to have blinds as to say, okay, this is where we are going. Like I always had this thing of dress like how you want to be addressed, dress like how you want to, where you want to go.
Because now, bro, like I would attest to that. Meeting you firstly, I always in suits. Nani,
oh, on the badge. Yeah, it was coat.
Hey, he was coat. Yabo. Like that's how I knew you.
Yeah.
But it's so pleasing to understand the thinking behind you.
For me, it was always branding.
Yeah.
Because of the 3 jobs I've worked, I never applied for them. There's someone would see me somewhere dressed, and then when they start hearing me speak, they're like, you're hired. The first lady that hired me saw me walking to campus and said to me, look, I have a student accommodation. Can you get me students? I said, I will. I had never done that before. And I got 12 students by the end of the week. I filled the house. And she said, manage it for me. So that was my first gig. That was my first job.
People, money.
Exactly.
People, money.
Exactly. So, but I failed at balancing. I must be honest, because you can't do all of them at once.
And especially if you are a beginner.
Exactly.
You're new to this.
I did well in my first year, yes, but not as well as I could or as I should.
Yeah.
Because I was trying to hustle on the side. Then it went worse in second year. In second year, then I led societies. I was in student alumni. I was in 2020 Destiny. So that there's that edge. That
Yeah,
beckons.
just in Romeo point.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
Now also again, you have not stopped hustling. I was selling textbooks hard that time.
Because there's more people you know now.
Exactly. And for me also, it's not about just I want to lead. It's the edge of solving problems. That idea with it, I want to solve problems. Like for instance, I don't think Elon Musk in the beginning he wanted to be a voice. Because he is now a voice that people have to listen
It
to.
translated to it.
Yeah. Trump at some point had to listen to him. You understand? The government had to give him some things. But he just wanted to solve problems. Like Steve Jobs just wanted a phone that was going to be better for him.
About market valuation.
Yeah, I understand.
Those are things of late.
Exactly. So for me, it was a thing of I want to solve a problem.
But
so
but
a leader. You understand? But now the responsibility that comes with leadership also. So for me, it's always been a thing of balancing. Okay, my academia, me trying to be a hustler, me also being a human being, a normal human being. You have to. You understand? Remember, people like when you were running on park. Remember, people just expected you to be umpa, but you're human. There are days you wanted to not sell. There are gigs you wanted to let go because you want to breathe. Maybe you want to go on a date and there's a gig. You see? That's one of the biggest failures I had. Yeah. And the others was failed businesses. And some of them, because I did a fashion business, about regal apparel.
Where you
canvas,
were upcycling.
Yeah.
Or doing repairs.
Yeah. So it was I was selling vintage wear.
Yeah.
But then you could alter it to fit you.
Okay.
Yeah, because all the business I've ever started, most of them were based on need. People would ask me, where are you getting this place? Because I like being different from other people. So I was like, okay, these people keep on asking me, let me sell them these things.
Convert.
Yeah, bro. And also like I saw, okay, I'm a good speaker. Let me be an MC, let me be a facilitator. Let me charge for the service. So I even now the things I do like business consultants, I always tell people, turn your skills into profits.
Bro.
Profitize your skill sets.
And don't just limit yourself to your skills. Also your problems.
Wow.
Also your addictions. I've seen people as uzohalele into engasile kanjani, bro.
Yeah.
I found myself wishing I could go to jail and come out just because how this person converted his problem to a business.
Wow.
Like Mr. Vovo. Mr. Vovo was a convict at a very young age. Came out there, he's making a killing, man.
Wow.
Inspiring people. Abu Mackenzie,
Hustler's Bible.
they were jailed, and from that they converted it into something really big. Uzuhalele uthi ish abona mangathi yabo. Because the way this person did it.
Yeah.
Yabo, now you looked at what really consumed you.
Yeah.
I would say clothing, outfits consumed you.
Yeah.
It chowed your money.
Exactly.
It made you get out there, try to find this most unique outfit. But you're like, okay, already I'm doing this. But how do I benefit from it?
Exactly.
This is how you came up with these businesses. I just hope people are learning from this.
Yes.
But you don't have to even think deep. Just look around. Already what you have. You already have almost all the resources.
Exactly.
And it's much beneficial if you're already a student. Being in that environment, what resources would you say people must look into? Because you even made mention of societies.
Yeah.
None.
You see, when I do personality branding programs, like I train like high school kids, first years, second years, like how to get like gigs from the university and another high school. I actually was one on Friday. Spoke to like grade 12 students who are gonna write the exams. So the first thing I tell students who are aspiring anything, entrepreneurs, leaders, or people who wanna go out into a career is the biggest asset you'll ever have is your brain. That's number one. Your brain. That's the best asset you'll ever have. Even these companies are searching for your brain. Whether you feed it with engineering or you feed it with medicine.
Even these companies are searching.
They're looking for this. Your brain. They'll ask you your IQ level. Submit a CV. Even that is just a comprehensive, a small piece of your brain. What can you offer? That is your biggest asset. So I would say to people, prioritize firstly your mental health. Look, the way you feed your stomach, feed your brain. What are you feeding yourself? Number one, what are you eating? You understand? Prioritize what you eat, what you read.
Because this is like a computer.
Yeah. And input equals to output.
Yes.
So for instance, like you being leading this amazing podcast is because of the stuff you read, the stuff you look into, the stuff you like, the things in the world you want to change, but they are based on what you put inside you. Now they're coming out.
Yeah.
This vision was always in you, even when you were running on power and other businesses.
Yeah,
it was, but then like you said, it just needed the perfect timing. So, but it was always in your brain.
Yeah.
So that is the biggest asset you will ever have.
Yeah.
Now your brain then will expose you to other things. Like you said, so in university there's free Wi-Fi. You understand?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of things on Google. I Google almost everything. Almost everything. If I'm stuck before I ask
the dumbest
someone,
of questions.
I ask.
Bro.
Today, me and my partner were putting down a presentation.
Yeah.
For another business space. So we wanted to screenshot the thing. So we Googled, it says Control plus screenshot. And then we did it and we inserted the thing, edited it, put it nicely. Before I came to you, I was just finishing off that presentation. So like then you will have that, then you will have then structures like then societies.
Yeah.
So if you are in a university space, I'd advise you do join them. But join them for don't just join anything, be, how do I put it? Deliberate, intentional about your progress. So we all have a utopia, like a place of prosperity. But it takes a process. But the process takes priority.
Yeah.
You understand?
So meditate.
Yeah. Prioritize.
Prioritize.
What will help you in your development.
Yeah.
And that will smoothen. It's not gonna be easy, but it will smoothen the process. But the process will lead to prosperity. But you must prioritize your development. Like, okay, what skill do I want to learn? Okay, what do I want to become? You understand? So you join societies that will help you become that.
Yeah, because you'll find that people can enter that space with the dream of being, let's say, this engineering person. They are engineering related societies.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sign up, and worse, the most beneficial thing is that you climbing that ladder.
Yeah.
The moment you become an exec there, you get to organize meetings with other engineers outside.
Yes.
Already we network base abroad. When we are hopping into a smooth platform.
Exactly.
So the main points it's the mind.
Yes.
And the Wi-Fi. And to me these have two similarities. They have this element of limitlessness.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yo, bro. Now where's my gems? Hi Bob. We've got the real deal. Mfethu mhlambe singene kwi-entrepreneurship. You find that any person who wants to start a business wants to legalize the business before they operate. What's your stance about informal and formal?
All right, but because naturally I'm a doer.
Yeah.
I'm a do it. You know Vusi Tembegwai. He says he doesn't fund anyone unless they've failed.
Yeah.
So if you come to him for funding, he'll ask how many times have you failed? What have you started that failed? So if you have never failed, he says I will not fund you. Start something, work on it. If you're telling me it's working, there's something you could have failed at to make sure that then it's working. So for me, informal all the time. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. And I know, like I've spoken to a lot of young people, both men and women. Most of them are scared to start. Like generally, we say as Africans, we are scared to fail. But I don't blame us mostly. You understand?
Yeah.
I was watching Miles Monroe. I don't know if you know Dr. Miles Monroe is late. Dr. Miles Monroe. He explains how colonization happened, and he explains how white was always right and black not. And from a young age, you were told you have to be tall, you have to be light-skinned, you have to have a long nose. If you look at the beauty, even today, the makeup makes you whiter, makes you more beautiful. The filters these girls have, they like those filters that make them have a sharp nose. It's all thought. The Greeks,
by design.
Greeks designed that culture. The philosophers, you understand, of olden Greek, they said, they wrote it down. So people of the white pigmentation, then taught it to their kids. You understand? You see, you watch these guys that play rugby.
Yeah.
The more white guys are more bigger. The dieting was taught way back. So it's not that white people are just bigger or just taller by nature. They were fed certain foods, and black people were not fed those foods. Like even with the Bantu education and so during Bantu education, you're not allowed to be a doctor. You could be a nurse, a teacher, and you could be a policeman. You can't be an engineer. You can't. And they were told you don't need maths and physics. You can't do it, in fact. So we are coming as Africans from that generation of you can't, you are not, you won't, you shouldn't.
Yo, bro.
As a child, you must be listen. You must listen, and you must not say anything.
And whatever we give you, take it.
Exactly.
Don't question this thing.
You understand? Now, remember again, this guy goes to university, goes for a job.
Yeah.
He works with other people of other colors. He feels inferior by virtue of the color.
Yeah.
Even though they studied now, they stay now, because now everyone has the same opportunities. But other races are coming from privilege of being told you are beautiful, the way you are wonderful.
You've got this.
You've got this. You understand? And you are superior. Look at you, you are taller than these ones.
Yes.
And that was built for generations. You understand? Sometimes I would go to high schools, I'll look at 12-year-olds of other races, these boys would get this tall. You understand? And you look, but why am I It's tired. It's food, and it was from the Greek era. They were told how to eat, how to speak to your child, how to raise them, conscientize them that they are beautiful, conscientize them that being tall is the right thing. So now, all that has factored into how people now see themselves when it comes to opportunity, not just business.
Yeah.
So now, as Africans, we are scared to start things because we feel that it's for other people, not us. You know, there's one word I hate from our, like Manko Tugil, and I come with my car and I look nice.
Yeah.
I hate that. I
I
don't like that. I always tell even older people, I says, I'm not your mlungu. There's nothing more different to me than it's just that I've utilized my opportunities. And why should beautiful things be associated
with a certain
why
race,
success
bro.
is associated no mlungu? Why can't a black man be successful?
Clean.
Uthi bafu.
Standard.
Sibe seat, you understand? Kanye ngalakatha.
Ukuthi mfethu abona mhlambe to tap into what you studied or focused on, which is psychology. Psychology plays a major part, bruh, in designing how we think and how we do. You'll find that even us, we are mass hypnotizing ourselves. Attributing success to izinto efana nokuthwala kanje. That's us mass hypnotizing. I will fear success. I will fear it. Why? Because I don't want to be seen as a person who is associated nokuthwala.
Exactly.
So ezinye izinto, yes, it is good to look at it ngehlo lokuthi these people did us wrong in their marketing. These people did us wrong by cutting us out of the information. But within our own selves too, we have the people who could raise kids with muscles. But it's now my dietitians.
Yes.
But the dominant is the marketing yalezinto ezi on the other side.
It's true, bro.
And that's really painful, and I really share most of the sentiments you have.
Yeah.
With how we have been programmed to hate self, and as a result, not be prosperous as a color.
Exactly.
If ngempela we reduce humanity to color, and that's painful too.
Exactly.
I want to a process of enlightenment.
Yes.
Ukuthi you've went through such.
Yeah.
What is the major take home from that experience? What are the kunezinto ebezinormal uzazi, but now after mhlambe that realization you're like, no man, this is crap.
This. Let's unlearn this.
Inje le. Mhlambe, do you have anything that is like that?
Like I said to you, I expose a lot of my success to some say on social media, not as a sense of showing off, or as a sense of like saying, okay, this is me, yeah, see me, like me. Like I don't care about likes and all those things. I care about influencing people. So what we need to do, change the culture. There's something you started back home where you were giving books to the kids in the community. Bro. What is the name?
Yeah, that's the thing. Izinjuli. Yeah. Hey, brother.
You see, that prize brilliant.
That's heavy.
Like even the word.
Yeah,
and even I think, is that a spinach or the green plant?
Yeah, it's a tree. Ehluma emhlabathini.
That's very prophetic, bro.
But that tree is actually brains.
That's why I said it looks like a spinach.
Yeah, it looks like a spinach, but it's brains.
That's what we need to change. So we need to jula. You understand? We need to go deeper. You understand? In inculcating the culture we want to see in our communities. So we can't only do it by talks, by mouth. We must do it by walk. So meaning we need to be the change we want to see. Yeah, but we need to have talks. We need to do what you did. Go to the community, play with those boys.
Yeah, bro.
Give them books. You understand? Start a chess club, maybe a book club.
Simple things, bro.
You understand? That's how we are going to transform. And you might think what you're doing is legal. You might change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids.
Yeah.
What? For me, this is what I always believe. Those 5 kids can do 5,000. Because we don't know. Like, I don't limit people. I mean, but for one thing I've taught myself, I don't look down on anyone.
It's an understanding.
Exactly.
It's awareness.
Yeah, but most people I've discovered don't like to invest in people. They don't have the patience. That's not 12. When will they ever make it? So I'm also a product of people who took time to invest in me.
That's why you do it effortlessly.
Yeah, you understand? Like my pastor, like older men. Like I was always friends with older people, and I'd also like inquired why are you doing this? Why are you doing it this way?
As they are, aboni mhlambe you exposing yourself kanjalo. It's like some sort of a double-edged sword. Yokuthi you uhlala nabantu abadala wena. Most that character is always categorized or translated as like bazokulahlekisa. You get exposed to girls at a very young age. You get exposed to mhlambe icuba, alcohol, yonke le yanto. How does one ring fence himself or herself ezama ukuyongena into these spaces? Let's say now Makian.
Yeah.
These people are what you want to be. But now for you to tap in there, you are bound to get exposed to the back end.
Yeah.
Yabo. You getting exposed to the back end uzoba nabo kwi-environment yabo bekhululekile. Naba bayaphuza naba benzani. But the wisdom and the network is still there. Ukuthi bathola manje kwenye environment. How does one protect himself ngokuthi okay, let me know my boundary with this person. Yabo.
Like I said at first, you prioritize what you need from this person for your process. So like I can pick up from like I'm a composition of different leaders. I always say it like this. Life is like this. We all want to see the bigger picture. You want to see the bigger picture of what you will be. You want to see the bigger picture of what will amount to be. But it's all a puzzle. It's pieces, comes in pieces. So sometimes God will allow this piece to come in and sometimes it will leave. Hence I don't mind people coming in and living in my life. The real ones will stay. You understand? So there was someone once said like people in your life are like the compositions of a tree. Other people are roots, other people are leaves, other people are branches. So leaves go away for a season. Do you understand?
And they come back in another form.
Exactly. Muti ome.
Yeah.
Leave people live. They live. And then branches sometimes break. Yeah. But there are people that are roots. And the people that are your roots, they don't care about being seen.
Yo.
They don't care that no one knows they're in your life. They don't care about this type of song. I'm seized. I'm tangeli drink low. Mbone nje shine nina.
Don't get license.
Yeah, as well. Yeah, they don't wanna be known.
Yo.
But I'm leaves. I'm not flyer. But I am before season.
I was good.
Yeah. I'm a French can say I'm with you. But when the winds, the storms are strong, they break. Amarutha ahlezi akumisile bafu. Angaphansi komhlaba.
Awabona.
Yeah. Do you understand? But masofa ayabonakala. Umthi esiwa. They are there to bury you.
Ziyavela. This is the support he had.
So when you look at people that can influence you, you check them by those lenses. Are these people lives? So okay, yes, they are drinking, they are doing this. Can I be rooted in them? Can they be roots in my life?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take things from this person that are gonna help me and live now, because this person can live. Or the attitude yabo can make me leave earth sooner also. Because manguzo by addict.
Ziyakhala. Damn.
You know, like for instance, people like Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson should have not died. They should still be alive. But like what you said, they mingled with certain people that taught them certain things. So for me, it's all about they didn't prioritize their development.
Their development.
Because everyone can have a skills, everyone can have a talent, but then discipline then is needed to maintain it. There's a Bible verse that says, your gift can bring you in front of kings. Yeah. You understand? But it is your character that will keep you there.
Shit.
Like we've seen a lot of people in the limelight and they disappear. And then we see them when I blew it.
It's about course, like literally forget. Because Mpilo keeps on.
Yeah, evolving. But we've seen people who've been there for 40 years.
Consistently there.
Look at like about Jay-Z.
Bro.
Still making it. So he has talent, but he has also discipline.
To maintain.
Yeah, that status and that. You get what I mean? So it's like he will chill with people, but then he'll say, this is not good for me in my process.
The final decision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what can I learn from DUKWE? There are things you will not like about me.
Yeah.
And that's fine. Take what you can. Like Ukavi. You know Ukavi?
Ukavi, the black consciousness guy.
Not Marcus Kavi. Ukavi, that white entrepreneur on Instagram. Just forgot his full name, yeah. So, but the guy swears a lot, but he's very good.
Are you Kerry?
Kerry, man.
Yeah.
Kerry.
He says a lot.
You see, the guy, I don't follow him, but I sometimes listen to some of his things on Instagram because I follow Wealth, the page Wealth.
I follow Wealth.
Yeah. So you'd come up and you bring in nuggets. I actually learned about NFTs from him.
So lento uyibuyisela ekutheni umuntu needs to carry this filter all the time.
Exactly.
No matter how praising you are to this person, still carry a filter.
Yeah. So
even with your parents.
Exactly. Yeah, but I'm nothing close to my parents. But I took certain things from my mom. I took certain things from my dad.
No, bro, like that's a very important point. Mhlambe fethu looking at the time, sisidle kakhulu because in the future I want us to revisit ezinye izinto.
That's good, sir.
Let's allow us to digest. Mhlambe we're gonna end it with a powerful point about money. What is your understanding of imali and how mhlambe have you been maneuvering around it?
Yeah.
What are misconceptions you had about it? And how are you dealing with them?
I've started this way. I'm the master of money, and money is my slave.
Shit. I'm the master of money, and money is my slave.
And then for most people, money is their master, and they're slaves to it. So I don't chase it, but I create opportunities so that it chases me.
Yo.
So ultimately, my goal is to make money in my sleep. It's for money to work when I'm not working.
Yeah.
It's for me to be in Dubai with my family but notifications are coming in, and I don't care about them.
Yeah,
you understand?
That's the vision. That's the
ultimately that's if there's a I actually have this in my vision board and also in my goals.
Yeah,
make money in my sleep. That's my bar. I wanna make money in my sleep, y'all.
You remind me of business partner too. We usually have this funny conversation, and we do fridge rentals. So you'll find that we say toilet, in getting notification, the person is paying. I'm like, M2, bro. How does it feel, bro?
That's great.
We say toilet, getting notification. The notification.
Yeah.
It's that taste.
That's ultimately.
It's that taste.
Now, remember, you created an opportunity.
Yeah.
This fridge does not chase the man, but the money chases this fridge. That's what I'm saying. So someone needs you. Not when I want to think mali.
Bro.
You create opportunities. Easy mali
kuzo opportunities. And you are the master of your own career.
Exactly. So now man get 12k like but that 12k does not tell you go buy a MacBook. Because manje unale when you know when you'll get a MacBook.
Yeah.
Some will save like 12k, 44k. Then first, before you get a MacBook, you get a car. Title your motor, if I report, you raise any mali. Utang any more. Mazi 2k, utang a MacBook. But my mom, to mine 12k. I know a mentee of mine.
Yeah.
You'd get money, you'd make like I showed him how to do business. So one time he made 30k, bought himself an iPhone 13 and he bought a MacBook so that he was poor. Then the business failed. He also ate the profit, so he couldn't. So he came to borrow money from me.
We really learned the hard way.
I said, sell your MacBook. He said, you are jealous.
You're jealous.
I said, chief, but now you want my money, and I'm not gonna borrow you the money because I'm gonna be spoiling you because you made bad financial.
And
decisions.
you are a sign of my money might not come back.
Exactly.
And I'm protecting me.
I want you to not owe me. I'm solving your problem one, and I want you to owe nobody. Sell what you already have.
Sacrifice.
Take that man. Do the business you were doing. He was doing a braai. He was making a killing at SSV.
Yeah.
You understand? You can still make more money to buy this MacBook, but don't buy it first. Grow your business and make sure this business can survive 2 years without you doing anything.
Powerful. The business must eat first.
Exactly. All the time. You understand? And if preferably if I would advise any entrepreneur or at any stage or level, pay yourself a salary, a set salary, and don't go over it.
Yeah.
Whether the profits are 30k or 50k or 100k that month, have a set. Like I pay myself 8,000. That's it. Whether I make 16 or I make 20, I make.
Uzbegile pa.
And until my business makes 3 times more the profit.
But when it comes to the formalization of izinto, do you also treat yourself as this employee who is registered under this business?
Exactly. I treat myself like that. I don't have that thing. You own. I do this. I treat myself in that way because when I run a corporation, whether I'm a chairman or I'm a CEO, I'll be like that in terms of
you won't be
formalities.
Able to like business in 200,000 no, like
I have to learn that because ultimately,
I
don't want to run businesses. I want to establish them. Ultimately, as a person, I want to be a venture capitalist. I want to go fund ideas that will change the world.
Have the eye for them.
But then get other people to run the businesses. You understand? So now if I'm going to create a culture where I just do whatever and there's no legalities, there's no policies in place, I'm messing up.
Yeah.
You understand? The culture. Because I feel all organizations flourish on culture, the ethos. What is the culture of the organization? And if I'm a flamboyant CEO, like for instance, one of the people that inspires me is Richard Benson.
The Virgin Active guy.
Yeah. People run these companies. He travels the world. He's looking for new opportunities.
And he keeps on growing, Luamjita.
Exactly.
Yes. And he's not fair to. I'm sure people are not really aware of what he does. He does a lot.
Too much.
But like you'll hardly see him. And by you saying the culture determines whatever of the business, it resonates with me. Like I strongly believe and I second your words Mausho kanjalo. Because if the boss continuously still stationary e-officini ahambe ne-stationary hayibo. The employees will study that boss and start taking one of his, then be like, "Aibo boss, maybe you left it. You left with it like you usually do."
Yeah.
Within the culture that you are setting, that's where mhlambe your downfall is too.
Exactly. So.
No, bro, like very important. Mhlambe ke mfethu, to close it.
Yeah.
Ungasipha mfethu the last words just to cement this conversation. And I really believe it was a powerful one.
Yeah.
There's a lot to take from it, and there's a lot to build from it.
Yeah.
Because I'm selfish. Ngasho kanjalo. I end up learning more. I don't know how.
Yeah, that's amazing,
as much as
bro.
this is a platform, it's a personal platform with hey yo, Mr. Duk. Let's share platform.
Yes, brother.
Let me allow you to also reevaluate
I'm
yourself.
also learning, bro. I'm also learning a lot. Yes.
If you think like me, you won't feel like I'm taking too much.
Exactly.
You'll also be like, shit, I took a lot from that.
And also, it's like an incredible self-reflection. And I think people think some of this is planned. This guy, we just wrote that down. And it's amazing. Like when I think about it now, it's like, oh, dude, I've been through a lot. And I've allowed myself to learn a lot also in the process.
And you, by sitting down and watching yourself and
Yes.
listening to yourself, you're like, shit, there's a lot to be grateful for, bro. Like, there's a lot to be grateful for. Mhlawumbe bethu amagama okuvala this episode. Ungathini, to yourself or to the greater population?
Yeah. I'll start with human development or human inception.
Human inception of development, yeah.
So for you to ever come to earth or to become anything, it needed two people to agree on intercourse.
Agree or not?
Yeah, understand.
But it needed two people.
It needed two people.
Yeah.
So which will be a summary of what I'll say. So unity will always be needed to do anything on earth and to make it successful. And when that unity happened, 1,000, 1,000,000 sperms came, but you reached the egg. So you've always been a champion from birth. So the one of you saying, "What I'm a failure, I'm poor, I'm now die broke, I'll die ugly," it's a lie. You need to go back to the self that you were in inception. You were a champion. You won. You are the first sperm that hit. Whether you are a twin or whatever, because you and your twin hit together, and then the embryos was parted because meiosis happened.
Yes.
So if you ever feel like giving up or killing yourself, just remember this: you were a champion at birth. Some sperms failed. They did. Millions of them, but you won. So the first thing is you were a champion from birth. So now you need to recollect yourself and do an evaluation as to how do I become a champion again in the
reignite.
Reignite that fire. Now you came out of the womb after 9 months or whatever, even if you were premature. But all babies come out holding their hands and they all come out crying. It's rare. If it's not crying, the nurses will hit you until you cry.
You must cry.
Why? Firstly, you come, I don't know what you believe in, the universe, God, whatever.
Yeah.
You come on holding something to death. Everyone comes with something. There's something you possess that we don't have, that we need from you. Also, you make a loud cry when you come out. You are saying, "Hey, Tigile, salute, Nikona, Fuzet, and that cry, someone might think it's a painful cry. No, it's a salute. It's a whoop, 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 whoop. I'm here. I've arrived. Nikon. And you are holding something.
Yeah.
So you made noise at birth. Don't stop making noise. Now, don't make noise only with your mouth. Make noise with your ideas. Make noise with your projects. Make noise. Because people don't listen. There's a lot of people that are talking out there.
Bro.
Do stuff. This is what I say. My works will make the noise. I will not talk.
Bro.
But my results will make them. Like you have results, bruh. Like I would watch some of the YouTubes, the guys who brought in here. The work speaks for you. Like Umpago, the work speaks for you. I still see my signature. So the work speaks for you. We don't, and we know it will come. You understand? So you are born holding something.
Yeah.
You are born making a noise. Yes, you come into a dirty world, a world that is cruel.
Bro.
It slashes you, it shuts you down, it wants you to give up. But remember, in Genesis, you were the champion.
Bro. No, man. Siyabonga kakhulu mfethu. I won't add a thing. The Genesis. You were born a champion. Mfethu.
You won from the beginning.
Shit.
So why can't you win now?
Bro.
While your end can't be that you are a champion.
Pelele lapho. And that's you.
So you
Champion,
constantly look,
basically.
how do I champion this opportunity?
Bro.
How do I fight this back? How do I do well at work? Yes, it's a hard task. How do I pass this exam? Practically.
Yeah.
Because I was born a champion.
Bro.
This is not a motivational speech. It's science. It's practice.
It's practical, mfethu.
You won.
Yabo.
You are here.
And all of this wisdom you have, it's because you've been doing.
Exactly.
The moment you do, you get to know. Bro, siyabonga kakhulu. Boo, 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 boo. It's a rap. Siyabonga.
Thank you so much.
Shocking.